it's Val, and I am taking you to the gym with me. We are going to one of my favorite gyms called Iron LA, and I am going to show you some of my favorite, not just exercises, a little more than exercises, but some of my favorite techniques to get your best butt ever, because I know you want to be a cutie with a booty. So we're going to head to the gym, and actually have a friend of mine, Danielle, that is going to help us out. She'll be demonstrating some of the exercises and some of the other techniques. You might not have seen me in this car before, but my car is in the shop, and so I decided to borrow a friend's muscle car, which I'll show you when we get out. It's pretty hilarious, me driving this. I feel all little in here, but I just thought it was very appropriate that I'm driving the muscle car to the gym to go work our muscles. So anyway, here we go. Here we are at the gym. Check out my muscle car. Pretty fun, right? Okay, well now we are gonna go in, and I'm gonna show you how to shape the muscles in your butt, and we're gonna have a great workout. So let's go. Okay, here I am at Iron Gym, and I'm here with my friend Danielle.
Hey guys.
She is actually one of the private trainers here, and the perfect person for me to enlist to help show you guys some tips and some exercises to build a better butt this summer. We all want that, right? We want to be the cutie with a booty. And the first thing that I'm actually going to show you is how to improve your flexibility with a tennis ball. So to start off, I've already asked Danielle to take off her shoes. Just go ahead and just like touch your toes or touch the floor. Excellent. Okay, come on up. She's pretty flexible already. You know, don't feel bad if maybe you only get to the shins. We're gonna take this tennis ball, and she is just gonna roll out her foot. And much like with a foam roller, you kind of, you might find a spot that hurts a little bit more and might kind of spend a little more time there. But this is actually a technique that I learned from my friend Mike Boyle several years back, and he does this with all his athletes. And not only does it feel good, right, especially for us girls who like to wear our high heels, and so our feet get so sore, but you'll see that just by opening up the muscles in your feet, that it's gonna improve your flexibility. Now that you've had a little chance, let's just see if that's improved your flexibility anymore. So after you're done rolling, just reach, reach, reach. Oh, good. Feel that?
Oh yeah.
And then just roll up. If nothing else, I promise you it's gonna feel good, but you should really notice an improvement in your flexibility, which is going to improve your posture, and it's gonna just help those muscles in the back of your legs feel nice and long and lean and sexy, which is what we want. So the next thing that I wanna show you guys is how to foam roll. And we're gonna do this to improve the quality of your muscle tissue. And that is important because you get little knots and little adhesions in your muscles. It's a lot like this band that has a little knot in it, and you go to stretch it and it gets tighter and tighter like that, and now that knot is going to be really, really hard to break up. And so you go and get your massage or you stretch more, it's not going away, it's in there. And so what we do is we take the foam roller and we're going to work it out. Okay, so she's going to foam roll her glute over there and just kind of lean to the side a little bit. Now what she wants to do is she wants to find one of these, and then when she finds it, she's gonna hang out there and kind of give it just some little rolls back and forth. And this is one of these things that for sure, it's a love-hate relationship, I know, but if you do it consistently, I promise you, you are gonna see a difference, you're gonna feel a difference. So now the next thing that I want her to roll out is her IT band, because everybody I know is so tight here, especially if you like to work out and you've been a runner. Now this one is a little painful, so you can see what she's done is she's put her foot in front and she's kind of leaning on her forearm. This allows her to be able to take off a little weight, so there's not quite so much pressure on the band. Then as it loosens up or it starts to feel better, she can kind of relax into the roller a little bit more. So the idea here is that we want to free up these little knots so that your muscles move the way that we want them to move, and that the blood is flowing through your muscles so that not only will you feel better, but you will perform better, lift better, look better, and all of those things that we want for our summer booty. Now that we've finished our foam rolling and we've worked those knots out and loosened them up, now we're gonna go into our stretching, but we're gonna do our stretching through movement. I always start my clients off with dynamic stretching, and one of my favorite exercises to do, I call it the reverse warrior. And the reason that I love this one so much is because most of us spend so much time sitting. In fact, you're probably sitting in front of your computer right now watching this, but you know, between the car and the computer, we spend hours and hours sitting. And so what happens is your hip flexor, the muscles right here, they get short and they get tight. And we want to open those up so that we can really get in and work our glutes. So I'm gonna show you how to do a reverse warrior with a twist. So you can see she's just stepping back and she's lifting up her arms because that's opening up the hip flexor even more. And now she's gonna drop one arm and twist over that bent leg. Again, just increasing the stretch there. Good, and now we're gonna come up and we're gonna do the other side. So I take the first couple kind of slow, go ahead and twist, yeah. And then the next few we're gonna go a little bit quicker and we're just gonna move through this pattern. And so she's stretching and warming up at the same time. And so with my clients, this is part of their movement prep, and I would have them do about 6 to 8 reps on each side. There's one more thing to do before we get into actually strengthening the muscles, and this is the glute activation part. And this is really, really important because again, we've been spending a lot of time sitting, and what happens, sometimes the glutes just, they go to sleep and they don't really fire the way that they're supposed to fire. And so again, when you go to do your squats or your lunges or things like that, you think that you're working your glutes, but really what you're doing is working the quads because the glute's not firing. And so I start every single workout with my girls with glute activation. So you're gonna take a valve band and put that on around your ankles. Perfect. And then you're just gonna get in a little half squat, and we're just simply gonna do a little step back and forth. Because that band is tight, the key is to not let those knees collapse in, which they're gonna wanna do because they wanna ease up off the glutes. And you wanna keep those toes pointing forward, if anything, air to the side of being slightly pigeon-toed. But I typically have my clients do anywhere from 12 to 20 steps back and forth each way. And once you've done this, you will feel your glutes firing. And so when you go to do those first exercises for your butt, you're gonna feel it turn on. Okay, that's enough of that. We'll see you in the next video. Okay, so now we gotta get to the fun stuff. At least I think it's fun, you know, when you actually get into the workout and you're gonna hit those glutes and we're gonna build that booty, right? So one of my favorite exercises is a sumo squat, and I like it because I find it a little bit more comfortable and it allows us to load it a little bit more. So we do want to put some size on your booty, right? Like, you know, we don't want flat butts. As you can see, Danielle's got a nice heavy kettlebell, and you can range in size, you know, 15 up to 50. So I usually use a 50 when I do this exercise. Your feet are a little bit wide and your toes are turned out. And as she stands up, she's pushing through her heel and driving up through her butt, right? You feel that?
Oh yeah.
Now notice how her posture is nice and upright. She's not collapsing forward. So on an exercise like this, I would do anywhere from 10 to 15 reps depending on the weight. Okay, on the next one, just go and drop the weight at the bottom. That's perfect. So what we always do on this exercise, especially when we're using a heavy weight like that, is we complete it by just taking that last one all the way to the ground and setting that kettlebell down instead of standing up and then going like that, which would be bad, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a reverse lunge. And what's great about a reverse lunge is you can do them anywhere and you can load them or not load them. And I'm gonna give a little twist on this reverse lunge, if you will. We're gonna add a little bit of core work to the reverse lunge. So it's gonna make it harder because she's gonna have to stabilize. And we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna take the stretchy band. Now if you were doing this at home, you could take the stretchy band and loop it around your treadmill or banister or something like that, but since I'm here, I'm gonna hold it. So you're gonna hold this in both hands, hands straight out in front of you. So I'm gonna have you step back with your right leg. Okay, perfect reverse lunge. Now what's happening here is I'm putting tension on this band. she's got to hold her arms out and keep that core tight to keep from falling over, falling into me. Now, of course, if you were home, you could actually do this with the Val slide and make it even harder because you'd be creating a little bit of instability. But do you feel this?
Oh, yeah.
So she's working her butt, she's working her quad, she's working her core. This is one of those exercises that's just amazing for the whole body. Okay, so now we have one more that I want to show you, and that is the hip thrust. So what you're going to do is shoulders on the bench. Now you can she can stay like this and you can bridge here. So just show them what that would look like. Okay, so this would be a step up from possibly doing the single leg glute bridge on the ground, or the two-legged glute bridge on the ground. So definitely harder because we have more range of motion. But now what she's gonna do, she's gonna pick one leg up and now do it. And open up your arms. Yeah, there you go. That makes it a little more comfortable. If this could be said comfortable, and then come way up. Excellent. And go ahead and switch legs real quick.
Okay.
And we'll just show them what that looks like. Yeah, I like to just bend the knee.
Bend it?
Yeah, you can just pull it in like that and drop down. That's perfect. Now I like doing the single leg version because the two-leg version gets easy real quick, and so then you need to load it. So go ahead and put that foot back down.
Okay.
Now you could put a bar across here. You could hold 2 dumbbells here. But again, I like the single leg version because even without adding weight, it becomes a difficult exercise and it really works that booty.
Yeah.
So you felt that, right?
No, I feel it, yep.
Okay, awesome. So go ahead and come on up.
Okay.
And I hope you enjoyed these 3 exercises and work them into your routine, whether it's a full body day or a butt day, and let me know what you think.
Yep, awesome. Thanks, Valerie.
Bye, everybody.